Got in the wrong orientation, it seems. How do I flip it? That button? Hey, there we go. Now everything's kind of out of zoom focus. Ugh. All right, you know what? Screw it. We'll just do it this way. We'll have the stuff on the table. I'll move this back this way. I'll just show you guys what I'm unboxing. Hey, Emu. Hey, Spino. Hey, God's Gojira fan. It's odd looking at this on the phone. I was going to set up the live like what I normally do. But I figure we just do something kind of laid back, make my life a little easier. Hey, Lady Draco. So, like I said, got a bunch of stuff in recently. Let's see if I can lower the chair. Hey, there we go. So, a lot of anime stuff. Most importantly, this thing weighs a fudge ton, which is the Super 7 Destroyah. Destroyah. It's got the extra O. So, we'll be doing that one here. And then, honestly, it's a bunch of anime figures for the most part. Although I did get Korean from the last run, and so I'm super excited about that. Killer Crabs. Some of this other stuff might have it. Oh, actually, there's one other non-anime thing. We have the R5D4 from the Black series, from the Mandalorian. Kind of excited about that. I was always a big fan of R5D4, even though in the original movie he's only in A New Hope, and for like a split second he explodes. Oh, we're good. Space Godzilla for sure. Ghidorah, maybe. But Space Godzilla is like all but confirmed. Well, actually, it's already for pre-order. I hear it's super spiky. It's still a is it a crustacean? I don't even know. Because bugs are technically the same as. You know what? We're getting really off track. Anyways, I think we're gonna save the Destroyer for last, and I'm gonna kind of just try to plow through this stuff as fast as I can before dinner. So I guess I'll start with R5D4. It actually comes with accessories. So you get a bunch of the weapons. I was gonna say, it almost looks like he has a lightsaber. Night's going swell. Although I will admit my stomach's a bit upset, but we'll see how it goes. If the stream ends abruptly, you know why. It's kind of another reason, because I was like, well, if I go back upstairs and I got to get my laptop and I got to hook up everything, I was just like, fudge it. Working monitor would be dope. I probably should. I wonder if I turn it. I don't know if you guys hear notifications, but oh, okay. People are texting in a random group chat. There we go. All right, cool. Like I said, don't use this thing too often. It'll have the phone to stream anyways. But it's R5D4. Man, I really gotta get these lights back for you guys, don't I? Well, if this goes well, I might do this again for next time. I also really need that. This light just wants to rotate. It's getting on my nerves. Also, you guys can see hairy arm. Son of a... This tightens, I swear. There we go. Working on it. Gotta... It's already loose. These lights suck, by the way. I got these on like Amazon. I was like, oh, they're cool. They're LEDs. They're smaller, but they're bright, super sweet. Problem is, they don't like to stay upright for the life of me because they're super tiny. All right, hopefully, there we go. Now you guys can see it a bit better. Hey, Aaron. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I got this guy put together. We're getting distracted. But I got to still paint him. He's a bit complicated. You'll see he has a wire hanging out of him. I might try to see if I can rig something right here still. I'm working on it. But we have a Zilla. You'll see he's done in the burning style. I made his tummy kind of look like it's like raw meats, and then he's got the more traditional burning. And then when you hit this button, oh, he lights up. So he's got lights in his arms. He's got a light in his leg. He's got some lights going on the tail. Kind of wish I could have crammed some more lights in there, but there's only so much room for wire. His head lights up too. And then because it's string lights, they got a few different settings. Some of them maybe cause epilepsy. But primarily, I like the solid or this one where it's like pulsing. I think looks really cool too. Oh yeah, the Spitfire would be too. Like I said, the problem is the way they're designed. It's hard to cram lights in them. Like this is probably the most feasible thing, at least to do the entire figure, is just to have the battery compartment on the outside, and you can always hide this with buildings or, like for the photos, I was using fire effects to kind of cover up the wires. They also, I know you can get like an adapter where you can kind of plug in, but the problem is they're kind of big. It'd be kind of weird him just having some black thing just kind of hanging out right there. Kind of think I can maybe like drill it out and it'll just kind of have a hole down there, and then you peg it in. I could probably work something out with that. But it's still a little bit of a project. Once I get that one kind of figured out, well, I'll worry more about making more for people later. Because it also doesn't help that the resin for that guy is kind of pricey. But all right, once I get them made, because they'll probably be like kind of like what I'm doing now, where I try to get a few of them set up and then they go up for sale. Because I currently am working on 4 of them. I hope today and tomorrow to get the base colors on so I can spray the matte on them to assemble. So back to the R5D4. Probably should have looked where all this stuff actually goes, because I can see here this compartment, like this part looks like it opens. I don't know if any of these are tools though. Does it say on the box or anything? Ugh. Okay, you kind of need some nails, but the flaps do open there. So I'm assuming that flap opens too. These look like they should open. There we go. So those open up. That kind of looks like about it. These part adjust. Yeah, I was gonna say I still gotta send you that. I haven't forgot about the Starship Trooper figure. I ran on a matte finish after doing the Zillas, so hopefully I gotta pick some up from work tomorrow. Anyways, it's got 3 peg holes on the inside, so the parts can go in. Pretty sweet. I'm gonna just stick them back in here for now, so I don't lose his parts. I know a lot of people usually check out the channel for Star Wars related content, but I tell you with like the Black Series, I'll pick up most anything that if it showed up in Mandalorian, it could I'll purchase it for reasons. Next, probably my least exciting figure, and I don't know why I bought it, but I got Lloyd from Lloyd in the casual outfit from Spy Family. I was kind of thinking about skipping on this one, but I figure if I'm like I have Anya and what is it? York. I got them on pre-order, so I kind of figure like I might as well get Lloyd. And to be honest, Lloyd's like for male character in an anime, he's pretty sweet. So I don't honestly mind having multiple versions of him. It's just like the most generic looking dude. It's just anime dude, white shirts. You got some khaki pants. He's a figure art, so he's gonna be fairly posable. Ooh, almost looked like there's a scratch, but it was just kind of the way the shirt's got a funny bend to it. Honestly, kind of the big selling point for this guy is if you got the original one, he comes with so many extra parts to go along with it. Because you get the 4 extra faces, extra hands. It's kind of like the one reason to buy the Anya's is you get so much of the extra face ones. He kind of looks like a typical harem. But he does come with the glasses so that you could do the Bond van look from the one episode. Oh, that's different too. The head, they lift up. It doesn't come out from the front. That's interesting. So I'm kind of waiting for my wife to wake. I think my wife just woke up. Hey. Okay, so I see. Okay, that still lifts up. Guess I still want. Guess disapproving face. I know that's kind of a little annoying about using the phone instead of the laptop. Is I can't see the chat unless you guys are chatting. So if I miss something, it's just gone forever for me. But you can swallow out the eyes. Ooh, and that hand. Oh, that makes me sad. Okay, his hand's not broke, but the joint on his hand's a little loose. So I will have to try to remember that. So we're just going to set him aside. He also comes with a newspaper and folded arms. So he's definitely one that I don't know how much I'm going to mess around with him, but ride the whore. So we also got Mjorn from Mercury, which is probably the first Gundam series I've really liked in a while. So I've been grabbing the figure arts. I wasn't grabbing the model kits. I ended up selling them. Oh, look at all the hands. 4 extra faces. Extra accessories. I like that she comes with holding hands and the tomato. If you guys have seen the series. Still kind of bummed that they come with the tablets, but it's just a black piece of plastic. Nothing else really going on with it. I think they could have at least like added a data screen or something to it. Would have been kind of cool. Yeah, looks pretty good. Detail on the face. Also trying to line up where the camera, the camera is on the front. It's a little awkward. Also can't really zoom in that close. But outfit's solid. Hair looks good. Hair's got a little bit of opposability. The joint on her chest is kind of weird because it makes it look like she's a lot bigger than she is in the series. Not too bad. Like I said, kind of the big selling point for that one is just the character in general. Comes with quite a bit of stuff. Like I said, I'm going to try to move along with a lot of these ones, and we'll get to the fun one with the Destroyah. Just kind of wanted an excuse to open these things. Next, we got the Pop-Up Parade of Jiro from My Hero. It's the only thing that I've really been buying as of late, going with My Hero. Like Mirko, I'll buy most anything that comes out, but for the most part, it's pretty much just been like, I'll buy the pop-up parades of the girls, and if they ever make more Figmas, I'll grab those. Even though, sadly, it seems like that kind of died. So I don't know, just because like the anime is still very popular. So it's kind of weird that they stopped making the Figmas, but maybe they didn't. The random characters didn't sell as well. Because Midoriya sold like hotcakes because it got a reissue, so I imagine it did very well. Makes her shoe look huge. Slides in easy enough. So we got Jiro with a guitar backpack. It's her kind of jogging. Which I guess works with the other characters. I was kind of looking over. Because they're all kind of like jumping and it's more action poses. But with her, kind of get the same thing going on. But it's Papa Parade, so the details are really nice. School outfit looks good. The ears are kind of terrifying. But they do have a little bit of play to them, so not super worried about that breaking, but if you went too much in one direction or the other, I could see it happening. Honestly, I think the thing I'm most impressed about is just the guitar case just looks really good. It's got the creases on the side and everything. Like it almost looks like this guy should be made out of fabric. Stick you there. What else we got? Probably the one I probably should have canceled. Like legitimately should have canceled. But I'm already so deep into getting figures of this girl that I'm just I feel obligated now. Because I really wanted one of them, and I ended up, like we did the video, where I ended up just getting all of them in one shot. Now it's like if they make more of them, kind of have to get them. Ones I'm really excited about are the ones is the next two we'll do. Because I love Konosuba. Super excited that the new season's coming out this year. And I also have a thing for the Bunny Girl figures. So they're kind of like everything was just sort of up my alley. Yeah, it's alright. Here she is. She's got a little bit of glue showing in some of the sections. A little bit of excess glue, but it's actually not that bad. Not really noticing any real major paint imperfections. Muscle definition's really good. Kind of like the way the hair is going. Not too bad. Nothing really blown away by it, but definitely not the worst one. Because the one where she's like weird kicky pose is still like my least favorite one, but it's like not even worth trying to get rid of. I like the smirk too. Looks really good. Stick you over there for now. Oh yeah, we got the last one. Actually, that one I'm kind of excited. Probably. These I'm honestly more excited about, but I know, like I said, we get a lot of bleed over from Godzilla, and usually, like if you like Godzilla, you tend to be a fan of anime to some capacity. I know not everybody. Buddy Aaron being the big one. That's a pretty good size, actually. Because these ones are they're Papa Praise like the Jiro was, but they're the large scale ones, so they're a little more pricey. They usually are like $65 instead of the normal like 30 to 35. But they're more upscaled figures. Hopefully the detail is maybe a little better, but usually Papa Parades are really solid to begin with. Like at the price point, it's really hard. Oh, I dig it. Coloring looks really nice on the outfit. I was like too that because we got a couple of like the Good Smile, the B style figures, and I really like them, but it's kind of the outfits are all very similar, just mainly different colors. So it's kind of nice about these ones is it's got more like the frills and such, so it stands out. She's even got the ornament for the hair, bunny ears. Face looks really good. Yeah, I dig this one. Not really noticing any imperfections, which is cool. Again, they're one of those things that's like you can kind of see where there's like the certain areas where it's cheaped out a little bit because like the nails aren't painted on this. But the outfit does have like some shading to it though, so I guess it's like you win some, you lose some. Hopefully they make a darkness. It's kind of weird that these two came out like literally. I think I got charged the same day for them. Still no hide in our hair that if we're actually going to get a darkness figure to go along with them, which would be sweet. Because she's my favorite out of the bunch, but hopefully sometime this week. Tape cutting. So how's everybody else doing this evening? I said the chat's gotten really quiet, and I don't know if it's just because the phone isn't catching up. That is exactly what happened here. It's stuck on the one section and called it a day. But yeah, that's Aqua. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. You know what? I think that's some glue. You can see right there. There's some kind of residual there. That's a little annoying. It kind of looks like some glue got on her leg. Like they got the little bunny tail on the back. That's a pretty easy fix. Because it's a matte finish, so I might even be able to... Yeah, I'm hoping I can just wipe it off with some alcohol and call it a day. Worst case, I could probably just blend it. And as long as it's not super noticeable, I'm okay with it. Detailing the body's really nice, though. The curvature right here looks really good. Except for, well, I don't want to say inexpensive. Like, still like $65. I guess worst case, I could always just contact them, maybe see about getting a new one. But before that, it might, like I said, it might be a fairly easy fix. So hopefully, it just kind of, well, I guess the way you would pose her, it's not super noticeable, but it's there. So I kind of want to have it like right at that angle. I don't know if that's... Because I assume this is colored plastic. So I don't think it's the... Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is a little bit runny. Yeah, I think the one nice thing I like about pop-up parades is they're almost cheaper to get them stateside. Because importing them, you're still probably spending like $25 plus another 20 something to ship them. While going through like Entertainment Earth or even other places like Big Bats, Amazon, they're $35 altogether. You don't get that too often with a lot of things. Because even like Monster Arts, it's almost like it's mostly better to just import them. Because you're probably going to end up still paying around the same price. Yeah, like BBTS is $4 flat rate. Like those would have been free shipping through Entertainment Earth since I got them for the pair. Amazon, free shipping too. Holy crap, what happened to this clipper? Oh yeah, this is my really cruddy one. See, this is the one I use to hold things because it doesn't cut very well anymore. Yeah, like Amazon, I end up getting I got another one of the large ones on Amazon, which was the Goblin Slayer. Well, not Goblin Slayer, but the Priestess, because I wanted that. I wanted her. It was kind of like a win because you also get the free shipping. Anyways, here's Karai. It's from the last Ronin. Definitely kind of reminds me a lot of Elektra, the way she's got like the head bandana and the reds, which sort of makes sense because it definitely ties in with the. Yeah, as I say, I got better ones, but I took them out when I was cleaning up because it's currently all hanging out on my craft table. Yeah, it looks super like Elektra, but it's Karai. It's Last Ronin. She comes with the sword strap. Oddly, it doesn't really come with that much. Also, I'm just realizing she did come with a kunai. And I remember it was loose in the package, and now I don't know where it is. Oh, that's great. This is the one thing I noticed when I opened everything up is like that piece was just kind of hanging out. To be honest, the way I opened it, I figured it would have fell on the table, but it doesn't appear like I got that lucky. Anyways, sword fits in. So she does come with a is it a kunai? It's like the little throwing dagger. Oh, probably gotta pop the head off to get that on, yeah. But she does come with a yelling expression, which I think is the way I want it. It's gonna make weird faces while trying to pop this off. All right, might need some heat. That does not want to remove. Yeah, a lot of my stuff, like the turtles, I have like baggies all set up for accessories. Some of the boxes I tend to keep if I plan on selling them or if I just really like the boxes. So the only thing that's kind of terrifying about her is her elbows are super tiny. As you can see here, and it's got quite a bit of flex to it. Ooh, got some good splits though. Also, why? I guess that's the clothes going. I almost thought it was like the muscles. Cool for that one. Okay, so I have to hunt that down. All right, last but not least. Camera's gonna shake just a second. Oh, there we go. So box. Red, it's got a bit of blacks. Killer crabs have returned. Oh. Oh. It's a bit of a smell I can already get out of this already. Oh. I totally forgot it came with the aggregates. Oh, that kind of hurts my feelings. I kind of want to keep it. It's leaving. I don't need this, but that's kind of cool. I only kind of want them just so they can hang out with the monster arts upstairs. I guess we'll see how good they are. Oh no. Oh yes, Destroyah is already gonna be leaving. Although I will say, if I do manage to get this thing put together on the stream, it's probably not going back in the box. Well, the problem is, like, I don't really need it. The only reason to mainly keep this thing is because I have this guy. We already opened him up, which I got another one that came in this box. That one's Arnez's. Like, this is the big reason would be to keep them together, but I don't personally, I don't really feel like I need it. Like, I have the monster arts, but I don't want to keep the box. Oh god, yeah, these neighbors suck. There we go. put the tape back here. Yeah, as I say, usually I try to recycle them, but I'll be honest, a lot of the time, because like doing this, I unbox all these things, and I'll just be going through my office with a garbage bag. And randomly pitching things. Okay, so that one's unhooked. He used a bunch of twisty ties, so he's not going anywhere. Which is good. Maybe good. Also shaking the camera quite a bit. Oh, the horn's taped on. That's the other thing I gotta check too, is I made some effects, and I don't know if they'll work with this one or not. It's one of the reasons I haven't put it up for sale yet, because I want to... If it doesn't work with this one, it kind of defeats the purpose. Well, I'm glad they've really thought about the spikes. The spike on attack can do damage. Oh, that is some hefty plastic. You know, I might say Super 7 might have fully redeemed themselves with this line. Because Left Wave was just like, like they're cool, but not really. Oh, that looks really cool. Look at them. The little crabs. I kind of wish the tails weren't bending downwards. But on a fun note, you do get 3 of them. Oh, he'll get a review for sure. Like I said, I still plan on picking up the Super 7s, but I don't plan on keeping them. So currently, it's pretty much been like after I get them in the reviews, they've just been going up on the Discord. And just pay me what I paid for them. I am cool with that. Like I haven't even been charging like the ship to them, but not the shipping that I paid, because I did again get them to do videos. But oh, did I already get that one? So I just gotta snip this one. Like I said, the only ones I've been inclined to keep is, like I said, I really like the Meltdown one, and then the Dark Horse one because it's Dark Horse. If they do any more obscure ones, super into it. Or if I get one of these in that I really like, I might grab it eventually. This one's kind of falling into the... I might re-get this for myself at some point. I might wait to see if I like how to get it on sale. What? As of right now, this thing's pretty cool. It could maybe use a bit of a dry brushing. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh no, did the chat go away? There we go. Oh, I heard they were doing animated ones. Not sure if I like that. A little claw on the tail seems kind of small. I like how huge the head is, though. Like, that head is gnarly looking. I also like that it's not super shiny. He's got a bit of a matte finish. This thing is huge. Okay, so yeah, so he's a bit thinner, which kind of new from the prototype photo, so it's not anything surprising. on a high note, he is pretty pulsable. Why does he just have red horns? No, the chest is solid. You also don't really get any articulation at the neck. It's a separate piece, but the way it sits around the chest, it kind of hinders the posability there. Legs are posable, though. That's cool. Wife's opening the door. Hello. Sup?
Just wondering.
I'll be up in a few. Make dinner. So I think it's supposed to be big part down. Oh yeah, he's on to my wife. This might not go on without heat. Also, this hurts. Trying to do this. Oh, that is not going on. All right. Well, happy birthday, Dark. Blah, blah. Dark figure pictures. I saw the beginning part and then it just kind of died on me. Well, hopefully I get the wing. Can I get the wings in without heat? That wings going. At least that wing did. Okay, I might lie. You might get the box back because there's no way. I'd be scared to ship this thing. Not in the box. It's so sparkly. Oh. Oh, you got the Godzilla source? Sweet. I don't even have a Godzilla source. That's one of the ones I've been kind of waiting for. I'm surprised Monster Arts hasn't tried doing. There's like no good area to. Ow! To hold this thing. My dog's making demon noises on the chair. Ugh. Okay, little wings. Oh, felt like it was going in. But I think it was just the joint turning. At least the joints are. Ow! The joints are thick. Problem is, I'm trying to put this in it, and then the joint shifts, and then when it shifts, it just shifts into a spike. Okay. That one's in. Squeak, squeaks. Oh, okay. Kenner? I'm missing a couple. Well, in the package, I don't have a boar. And I think I have all the humans. Actually, that's a lie. I think I'm missing a Hudson. I don't have Hudson. I have Hicks. I have Vasquez. I have Ripley and Bishop. I know Apone. He's out back there. And then all the aliens kind of hanging around. Oh, and I have a Rex, but I don't have him in the package. So anyways, so this is kind of, his tail was attached. How he looks. Head's a bit on the loose side. Pretty sweet though. I like that it has the extra hands too, so you can have the open hands. I'll say the head doesn't feel that well on. Cool. Let's get the cool head on. I do think it's funny that he just has random red devil horns. Because why not? joint keeps shifting on me. I'm like, I just want to go straight into the head. I don't want to angle it. God forbid I break something on stream. Oh, look at like the damage I take for you guys. Oh, that's pretty cool. God, he's so big too. Like, look at the size next to my head. Oh, Bagan? Well, I've done it before. It's a pain in the butt, but I've done it before. How is he next to the gods? Ooh. That's a nice scale. I'm gonna have to try to get this guy. Hey, Lady Draco, if you get an extra one, I'll buy it. You want to keep the little crabbies? Just sell me the Destroyah. I think I can live without these. But I take you up on sweet. We'll work out something for it. Yeah, no, this is actually pretty cool. I like this guy. Like I said, I thought I was gonna like it because of him looking thinner. So he's not as chunky, but to be honest, he kind of looks like lean and mean. Like almost like the poster where he's like bending over and has that look. Can you get the head up that high? I feel like that's what I need to do is have him just like doing the full blown poster pose. So yeah, I'm kind of like that. Would be sweet. He definitely would be one I would probably touch up a little bit though. If anything, I think the paint job could be a little better, but it's pretty good. To be honest, I kind of disagree on the Monster Arts one. Because for the most part, like the legendaries, yes, I will agree. The legendary Godzillas are very lackluster for the most part. Like they're fine, but paint wise, they could be a lot better. And for the most part, any like compared to their like straight Toho offerings, the legendary stuff isn't even like nearly as good. Because it's like Khan's a bit lackluster. Right? Pretty much all of them for the most part. At the time, they were fine, but as we've gone on now and we have other offerings, not nearly as good. Then because they're ball joint figures, stuff's gonna pop off. Like even this thing, like this guy's not a ball joint figure, but it's like I'll tell you right now, this leg's kind of loose. It holds a pose. He stands up though, but it doesn't take much to shimmy him around. But he's kind of got the benefit of being like a hinge figure, because even I still have like all the monsters hanging out down here. Like I love this thing. But even like him, like I had to pop it back in, but like this piece right here was super loose when I got it in. And then again, kind of terrifying. Some stuff can pop off. Like even like if you've seen the 91 review, like that thing like came in like the jaw was dislocated. A little bit of heat fixed the problem, but it does the job. But it's like you can't really beat these guys in terms of like detailing and stuff. Even paint job. Like I know some people are complaining, but I really like the paint job on this guy. It's really hard to top. Like even high, like high is like I would have the benefit. I imagine if they make it, it'd be a little bigger. Yeah, again, it's kind of hit miss because even like we just saw like I opened the Lloyd, and it's like I had to pop it back in. It might be good now, but like his hand was falling apart, like out of the package. Again, like the figures a lot, but like even them could be like hit miss. Like the Chainsaw Man, some of the parts don't like sit on that guy. Like the tie and the jaw, I've rolled hard times with that thing. Um, but then again, it's like the power was really good. The power I didn't have issues with. Katana Man haven't had issues with. I think Spy Family, he's probably the first one. I think one of the Anyas I had a little bit of an issue with in terms of like looseness. But again, they're kind of built differently to the monster arts. Because even these guys, there's not really a lot of ball joints on these. There are, again, a lot of hinges and things to help keep the parts connected. And to give it added friction in order to do that. But you can't really do that with these. Like, they have to be smooth ball joints. Otherwise, you won't get nearly as much play with them. Oh, I was just noticing, like, is that one broke? But we're fine. So it's like you win some because it being smooth ball joints has a lot more play with it. But if you have the grippers, stuff would have a little bit more harder times. To be honest, probably. I would. Well, I don't know. It's kind of tough because like Godzilla, I know is like easily one of the most profitable trademarks. I don't even know if it's a trademark. Just like IPs, it's one of the most profitables of all time. But I think Dragon Ball is easier to make money off of because there's just so many more characters to do, and I think a lot more of the general audience or general public just like Dragon Ball more than Godzilla. But I also think Godzilla fans tend to are more prone to dishing out more money though too. So you got that going for it at least. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it for the stream. I don't think do we got anything else baggage? I did get Baby in yesterday, but I didn't bring him down. Baby from Dinosaurs. So he'll probably get a video because I gotta do Earl. So I might just do him and Earl in the same video. So most impressive thing, easily to destroy it. Super sweet. Yeah, it's easily like their biggest cash cow. It's also weird too seeing some of the demographics because I know like Sailor Moon was profitable for them, but it was like Russia. It was like European, like Russia countries, European countries and Russia, where they actually made more money from in Japan, like more so than stateside. But Dragon Ball is like the opposite. Like Dragon Ball is like really popular stateside. Same with like Godzilla. Like Godzilla is really popular stateside. But I think a lot of it too is just like, whoa, definitely has a Super 7 tail. Does not want to move. But yeah, so most impressive thing. Probably the most lackluster thing, like I said, was probably the Lloyd. Although I'm kind of bugged about the Megumin. So when I cut the stream, I'm going to have to do the, go check that out real quick. Oh yeah, I got the belt on. Also, fun fact, it's got a posable jaw. So this one's already winning. Although I put this head on, I think I still like the closed mouth one better. But I do like that I can just open and close this one. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of the coolest figures they've done. Like I say between the two, I still say like this is you should buy this one and buy this one hard. Oh, I'm just realizing that this is soft. I didn't notice that till now. On this guy, I think it's fine. It's got Super 7 tail. Like if you like have you had a lot of these things, they're kind of hard to pose. This one I've had quite a bit of play with. Yeah, this one's the Super 7. It came out the same wave as this guy. So he's kind of like the companion figure to go along with it, because oddly enough, Burning came with Mechagodzilla was the same set. Because also like you can just see like the innards hiding behind the ribcage and stuff. Like for me, it's the most unique Godzilla I think we've gotten in a long, long time. And it's a fully functional, posable action figure. Like this thing is great. And then, like I said, surprisingly, I really dig this thing. Like, for the money, it definitely feels like you get your bang for your buck. And to be honest, I like the way they did the wings too over the monsters, because the monsters, I love the figure, but it's also really fragile because of the way they did the wings. It's all like individual tiny ball joints, and any shifting could possibly break them. Well, this is like one giant chunk. So I already dig this one a little bit more, even though it's not as big. But I think still works for the figure. Yeah, like if the wings were bigger, it'd be sweet. I get why they're not as big. Because he definitely got more of a, again, he still feels like a toy more than like a collectible figure. But that's kind of like more or less what you're getting with Super 7. Yeah, which is true, but then the Monstars did the same because they're all hooked into all the joints are usually hooked into the shoulder. So the Monstars have the same thing where if you shift the shoulders, the wings kind of go, and then you have to dangle it more, and then causes even more issues over time. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this stream. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We're also on Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with channel doing. Greatly would appreciate it. You know, cricket for the blast effect, bigger wings. Would be sweet. Like I said, brother, as soon as I get this done, I'm going to check the Megumin, and then I'm going to take this extra head and see if my one effects work with this. Ooh, I just noticed that. You see the horns kind of weird? Heh. It's kind of limp looking. Just noticed. Anyways, I gotta check that stuff out. Yeah, it looks a little bit. Might just be able to heat it up. Oh, it's like done in yours too. All right. It definitely, like, I would think it's the mold for that one. He needs tiny blue pill for sure. We need to get him sponsored by Hims. It would be sweet to get a booth somewhere. If I got a booth though, I'd probably be selling like prints and stuff out of it. Problem is there's no way I could be ready for anything anytime soon. But anyways, see you guys in the next stream. If I can figure out how to close this, we've done this one other time. I don't want to save highlights. I don't. Do I hit that button? Hey, there we go. All right. See you guys.